Hello and welcome back to the rebel mosh pit of Europa Universalis 4, where my nation is not the best of condition, but it's alive. Recently took a whole bunch of crap from the Ottomans, about to have massive issues elsewhere. Yeah, pretty general stuff, not fun, crying. Either way, the internal conflicts which could actually happen is actually not something I'm looking forward to at all. Either way, the Ottomans have been battered a little bit too much for them to stay in one piece, so they're dying horribly. And Serbia is becoming a nice little kingdom. The Wallachian conquest of this province here. Now, Shirvan, you'll just know. Now the next war against the Ottomans, which will take place in an actually pretty low amount of time, is most likely going to result in an absolute death sentence to them. Because I've taken so much of their lands, I think I've actually reduced their ability to hold a functional army. Like, they've definitely hurt me when the rebels actually managed to take out a whole bunch of my armies, but still, this nation is alive, and it's very well going to be able to keep on going. Now it's going to take a little while before I actually happily will settle down. Hallows did not rise up as lucky at least. Now the rest of Anatolia, definitely going to be an easy bit of prey. But yeah, last episode I think I began to culturally shift a few things. I guess these rebels are going to feel a bit strongly about things, aren't they? Yeah, let's just send the mercenary army to deal with them. National tax modifier, stability cost. The Suez Canal, something I'm working towards right now, is definitely going to be a possibility within the next 50 or so years. With all this money, the fact that I could actually take 15 loans and be able to take it, well, that would be brilliant. Next thing you know, Suez Canal, always good. Now it's going to convert all of this. Ooh, hot sauce. Oh, Europe's first porcelain factory, okay. Either way, converting everything to Shia, it's pretty much fair to say anything that's not Sunni is dead. Anything that's not Shia is basically dead. Like, this is the Sunni remains in these two areas. So either way, let's keep on advancing techs. So after economic ideas, I think I shall take the quality ideas. One of my idea groups is definitely going to be the quantity one. Now, it'll probably be the next one I take. a very good army, and it's massive. What more could you want? Amazia, let's see, where's this? You're gonna arrive there on the 9th. Yeah, those 6 can all die. There we go. I can either get all that, or I can get the trade efficiency. I'm gonna go and just demand the payment in full. Well, let's look. I have 1 mercenary army, just 1, and 4 of my regular armies. Let's see. The mercenaries cost a lot. So by the time I have most of my manpower back, I'm going to have switched back from them to my more regular armies. So my heir, you'd be able to take the throne if needed. He has a strong claim. This guy is 68, and he's a pretty good sultan, so if he dies, it'd be bad, but this guy is technically better, so yeah, I'll take him too. Measuring the world. Okay. Now, finishing off the Timurids might be a good goal, like taking the rest of the provinces I initially intended to, but I don't value it massively high. Instead, I think it's time I begin to focus even more on North Africa to take the rest of the Portuguese lands there, alongside Tlamecan lands and such. But that is an entire other war. Because if Portugal allies with France, God, that is going to hurt me a lot. So Poland's defensive of me. What's go? Oh, Livonian Order's about to die a little bit more. Either way, speed 5 definitely. Gonna have to expand the fleet to house 20,000 troops easily. Gonna have to also I'm gonna be expanding in a lot of different areas at a similar time. Oh, and imperialism. Basically, war against everyone at will. I like how to start. Take capital, Donji Karaji, because it mentions Bosnia first. But basically anything I see is now is possibly gonna die. The biggest one would be the Ottomans. Development efficiency, you know, general stuff. So that's all the heretics in the nation. I'm going to build another army in that position there. I'm going to delete this one, which is the mercenary army. And my income's just going to skyrocket, temporarily. And basically make up for the recruitment of this new army, which is taking place in just about every province I have available. Oh, and the Panama Canal is also an option. The Panama Canal is even more than the Suez Canal. Now, those particulasts are not... they're just not going to go away, are they? Now, siege ability, an army expander and a recovery morale speed. This one gives discipline. But I'll get discipline by finishing that off there. Poor copper, damn it, that isn't nice. Not nice at all. Now if I get centralisation, that monthly autonomy change, that'll help a lot as well. Especially when Empire as large as this, I'm not going to be able to manually go around and just decrease all of it, am I? Now the yearly inflation decrease is also a brilliant thing. Look, a tribal democracy. Increase over time, but ideas. I could go for that, or I can go for the tech, and I'm going to go for the tech. And I'll go for the next set of infantry now. So what's my tech like in terms of world? So it's green, so not bad. Lithuania is lagging a bit in most techs. France is just the bomb, as is Tuscany, which is actually slightly behind France. God, things are being interesting. If there's any nations in the world that are just not teching up, it's these Andean ones, which are still... Are you... Quito, how have you even... What? Bruh. I bet you something's gonna happen with these lot now. They're gonna all... Well, Peru's gonna be able to wreck them, but still. If Quito manages to westernize... Wait, is Cajamarca killing Dutch Columbia? What is this? Would explain how? No, thank you, Portugal. You can just die. And it looks like one of Portugal's colonies is broken off, actually. Is it War of the Mutapart and the Dutch reconquest or whatever? Over here. Portugal has already been occupied. So GG to Portugal. Mutapar is westernized, but still its old government type. Now, if I'm gonna crush Portugal, I'm gonna prefer to go for the conquest Casus Belli, because I actually might have difficulty reaching his capital. Okay. Is this terrifying? No? Then that's good. The biggest concern for me would probably just be dealing with any land armies they land. But I'm actually the tech ahead of them. Plus, this area has already proven itself that it's not stable in their hands, is it? Aragon is just... It's lost land over here to Tuscany, who's now losing land to France. France is basically the Western Roman Empire, or at least the nation that's closest to it, because it owns most of France itself. It's soon going to own a lot of Italy, and soon it's going to... Well, it's got a little hold in Iberia, but it's not really going to expand, is it? So, I'm going to use a big amount of my armies, but not all of them, to focus on killing Portugal. Back up to 20,000. They're all going to focus and lag out. You, I want to focus around here. So, go through here. Take all of this, of course. Now, I can declare war when I'm ready. So I'm gonna get a few fabrications done, like try and get claims on most, if not all, of this region. I think this province and this province are the one that I'm not going to be able to get claims on. Over here, yeah, I'll probably be able to get more claims. If I can force Portugal out of Tunisia, I can follow up by getting rid of Slamecan out of the immediate region. And I can also follow up with eventually pushing Tunis, with the rather well-developed province there, out of the region. And it's a dryland, so the local development cost for them is much easier, so a bit unlucky for me there. Since Damashki is a desert and has a much higher development cost penalty, I guess, when it comes to that. So with all this, my old leader had died and is replaced with a new one who's even more of an administrative master, and the next one, nowhere near as good. Stability at least 3. Oh dear. Yeah, if you get aspiration for liberty, you're going to have issues. I'm not going to be able to have revolution for a bit, at least. But yeah, things could get a lot less stable. When it comes to the think of it, Riga was lost. Did they lose any other provinces? May have. Who? Scotland? You are quite rebellious against Great Britain, aren't you? New Scotland. Oh my god, that is the most little nation I've seen. Wait, Russia is colonized over here. Good job, Russia. Lots of things are happening over here. So over here, Anatolia gonna fall, Ireland's gonna fall, gonna have all of those, and if possible give this to Lithuania. The rest all, wow, Ottomans turned it around and took land from Wallachia? Wow. Wow. Ottomans, I am not impressed. I'm actually gonna see if I can break the Ottomans up and make them give this back. I doubt they will. But if I ruin the Ottomans again, alongside Poland and Lithuania, well, it looks like the Ottomans might just then have their asses handed to them. What's this? Establish Shirkadun. National unrest. So if I have any slave goods, they'll change. Now I doubt I have that many slave goods. That's gonna become a nice little tech soon enough. So unknown will now be produced in whatever. Let's get the next economic idea, build cost decrease. Sure, Hindustan. Russia's embargoing me, isn't it? And we now produce grain in Olga. So that's nice. 20-minute marks about hit, manpower's recovered. It's a significant amount. Actually, I think I'll go for yet another war with the Ottomans. And you'll probably get to see me being angry again, but, you know, that's pretty typical of anything, isn't it? So, up to there. Yeah, that'll be a nice position to set up in. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time, won't I? And that's when we go toward the Ottomans, and maybe Portugal too, so see you there.